What's happening, Leafs Nation? After a roller coaster performance in Dallas, our superstar line was put on notice by coach Craig Berube. With a combined $35 million price tag, can they bounce back from a shaky first game together? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of their performance and what it means for the team moving forward. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop with all things Toronto Maple Leafs. So, the Toronto Maple Leafs had a bit of a roller coaster ride against the Dallas Stars, and it seems like head coach Craig Berube has some thoughts on the matter. We're talking about the high-profile line featuring Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander, the trio that's supposed to carry this team on their backs. But let's be real. Their performance left a lot to be desired. Sure, they got on the board early, scoring in both the first and second periods, but they also allowed the Stars to claw back with 2 goals that made things a lot more interesting than they needed to be. And then you have Berube coming out saying that he might consider breaking them up after just 1 game together. I mean, come on. As a fan, I find that a bit shocking. You'd think this trio of first-round picks, one that commands a combined $35 million salary, could find their footing a bit quicker. Berube noted that while they created some chances and scored, they just weren't clicking like we all hoped they would. He mentioned they were a bit off, and honestly, I can't disagree. But let's take a step back. Yes, the top line wasn't great, but the whole team has been starting slow lately. It's becoming a concerning trend that we need to address if we're going to compete at a higher level. The good news? They did manage to rally in the second period, which is a glimmer of hope. But can we rely on that moving forward? That's the million-dollar question. Now, if we do see Berube separate Matthews, Marner, and Nylander, it could be a big shakeup for this team. But it's not all doom and gloom. Look what happened when these guys were put together. Suddenly, we've got what looks like a dominant third line with Max Domi, Bobby McMahon, and Nicholas Robertson. That's exciting. It feels like there's potential there, but it raises another question. Is it worth breaking up the big guns to solidify the depth? I have to say, I'm torn here. On one hand, you want your star players to produce and lead the way, especially in tight games. On the other hand, the depth scoring can be a game-changer when the playoffs come around. It's a delicate balance, and I'm sure Berube is feeling the pressure to get it right. As we look ahead, the Leafs have a couple of tough matchups coming up. They're heading to Buffalo for a game against the Sabres, followed by a home showdown with the New York Islanders. These are critical games where we need to see a more complete effort. The fans are expecting more, and rightfully so. We can't keep relying on a couple of strong periods to win games. It has to be a full 60-minute performance. So, what do you think? Was it the right call for Berube to consider shaking things up after just 1 game? I'm honestly divided. I know this team has the talent, but we need to see it manifest on the ice consistently. It's frustrating to watch, but as devoted fans, we have to believe that they can turn it around. And you, what are your thoughts on this situation? Are you confident in this team's ability to find its rhythm? Do you think separating the top line is a smart move or a mistake? I want to hear your opinions down in the comments. Your frustrations, your hopes. Let's talk about it all. Let's talk about Joseph Woll, a name that's quickly becoming synonymous with promise and potential for the Toronto Maple Leafs. After an impressive showing with 38 saves on 41 shots, coach Craig Berube didn't hold back, calling him our best player tonight. It's clear that Woll is making waves, and I can't help but feel excited about what's in store for him and the team. First off, let's dive into his adventurous spirit. Just 2 summers ago, Woll embarked on a solo hiking trip through the Alps, covering 100 miles across Italy, France, and Switzerland. He disconnected from everything, including his phone, fully embracing the challenges and beauty of the outdoors. This desire for personal growth is something we should all admire. But with Anthony Stolarz out for 4 to 6 weeks, Wool's got to step up his game. He said it best: "Having the knowledge that I can be pushed a little more is good to know. I'll make sure to prepare properly." This mentality shows he's ready to rise to the occasion, and as fans, we should be rallying behind him. Now, let's talk about his rapid rise in the NHL. Wool's debut season was nothing short of impressive, boasting a record of 6-1 with a .932 save percentage. That's not just good, that's elite-level performance under pressure. His continued growth in the 2024-25 season with a goals against average of 2.30 over 13 games positions him as a reliable goaltender for the Maple Leafs. This season is crucial for proving he's a legitimate starter in the NHL, and as a fan, I can't help but feel the anticipation brewing. Woll's success in the AHL with the Toronto Marlies laid the groundwork for his NHL breakout. With a remarkable record of 16-4-1 and a GAA of 2.37 during the 2022-23 AHL season, he showcased not only his skills, but also his resilience and adaptability. This experience in the AHL has clearly fueled his confidence, and it's that same confidence that we need to see translate into his performances with the Leafs. It's thrilling to think about how his past experiences are shaping his future. And let's not forget about his hidden talent. The guy is a phenomenal pianist. At last year's Blue and White Gala, he wowed the crowd with his rendition of the Interstellar theme. To think that someone juggling the pressures of being a goaltender can also express himself through music is inspiring. It's a reminder that balancing life and hobbies can lead to a happier and more focused athlete. Speaking of balance, Wool's approach to life during the off-season is noteworthy. He prioritizes disconnecting from the game and soaking in the serenity of nature, which is crucial for mental health, especially in Toronto's intense hockey environment. It's refreshing to see an athlete not just focus on the sport, but also on their emotional well-being. Maintaining this balance could be key to his success as the season progresses. Woll is more than just a goaltender. He represents perseverance, adaptability, and a grounded mentality. His journey is not only an inspiration for us fans, but also a testament to what it means to be part of the Toronto Maple Leafs. As he continues to grow both as a player and an individual, I can't help but feel that the future is bright for him and for us as fans. So, what do you think? Is Woll the right man for the job in goal with the upcoming challenges? I'm honestly torn. There's so much potential, but can he handle the pressure? I want to hear your thoughts. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. And if you love keeping up with the Leafs as much as I do, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on our beloved team.